How to compare fractions. Introducing unlike fractions. Compare fractions 1. The fractions 3/4 and 5/8 have unlike denominators and unlike numerators. Fractions that have unlike denominators are unlike fractions. Compare fractions 2. To compare 3/4 and 5/8, rename one or both fractions with like denominators, making them like fractions. Then compare the numerators. In this case, 3/4 is renamed as 6/8 so that we can compare the numerator of 6/8 and 5/8. Unlike fractions. An example. If Anna is 1/2 away from the shore and Alo is 7/8 away from the shore, how much more does Anna need to reach Alo? So you notice that 1/2 and 7/8 both have different denominators, making them unlike fractions. So first we would change 1/2, multiply the numerator and the denominator by 4, which gives you 4/8. Now you can compare the 4/8 with the 7/8, and you notice that Anna is 3/8 away from Alo. Compare fractions 3. The numerators are the same in 3/5 and 3/4. The smaller denominator will give a larger fraction. Compare fractions 4. The fractions 2/5 and 2/3 have the same numerator. The denominator 5 in the fraction 2/5 means that the unit has more parts, making the parts smaller. Therefore, 2/5 is smaller than 2/3. Compare fractions 5. The larger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. Unlike fractions. Another example. Saki and Hachi decided to go skin animals for fur. Saki filled 1/10 of the cart while Hachi filled 2/5 of the cart. How much of the cart is filled? So we notice that 1/10 has a different denominator than 2/5, therefore making them unlike fractions. So now we are going to change 2/5, multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2, giving us 4/10. Now we are looking at 4/10 and 1/10, making them have the same denominator, thus making them like fractions. So now we are going to compare. 1/10 plus 4/10 equal 5/10. Hachi and Saki filled up 5/10 of the cart with fur, which can be simplified to 1/2. Compare fraction 6. Another method for comparing is to think of the fractions. In this example, it is obvious that 1/3 is smaller than 7/8. For one thing, 1/3 is smaller than 1/2 and 7/8 is larger than 1/2. Compare fraction 7. Being able to compare fractions by picturing them in your mind will help you arrive at an answer more quickly than with calculation. As mentioned before, as the numerator increases, it means that you have selected more parts. As the denominator increases, it means that the parts are smaller. Which is larger, 5/8 or 7/16? 5/8 is larger. It takes practice, but being able to estimate it by visualizing the fraction number sense will help you to understand fractions better. Unlike fractions. One last example. Tessina and Hoxinado went on a hunt for buffalo, but they were attacked by a group of snakes. To protect themselves, Tessina shot 1/4 of the snake, while Hoxinado shot 3/8 of the snakes. How many snakes did Tessina and Hoxinado kill altogether? Once again, we have different denominators, making them unlike fractions. So we are going to take 1/4, multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2, giving us 2/8. And now we notice the denominators 8 are the same in both 2/8 and 3/8. And now we can compare both fractions. Therefore, we have Tessina and Hoxinado shot 5 out of the 8 snakes that were visible.